The onside kick? Are you kidding me? I wanted the ball back. Really, Dan? No. Shit, Dan. NFL 101, you want the ball. Yeah, no shit. Everybody wants the ball. Explain to me. Please, God, somebody. Jesus would have kicked it off. Moses would have kicked it off. Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell. Onside kick. Let's do it. Jeff, the Lions lose to the Philadelphia Eagles 38-35. Dan Campbell, again, at the center of attention. Look, man. Coaching decisions, again, just have me scratching my head. I'm not here to label Campbell as some loser, a bum, doesn't know how to coach, none of that. We're not doing this. 18 games, it's all I have to work off of. I'm not doing this yet. Well, what I am here to do is ask, what am I seeing that you aren't? Or what are we seeing as a group that he isn't? What's the deal? Someone explain to me. Calling a timeout early in the third quarter, only to get beat for 39 yards after. Okay. Very reminiscent of what happened in Baltimore last year. You sack Lamar Jackson. The offensive line and Lamar Jackson are gasping for air. They're winded, long-winded. And you call a timeout, which follows up with them converting a fourth and goal, very, very long. That sets up a record 66-yard field goal. Didn't learn from that mistake. The onside kick? Are you kidding me? You know what's the percentage of onside kicks that were recovered last year, Jeff?
3 for 9 for the Lions.
No.
In general?
For the NFL.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
Give me a percentage.
Probably 20, 10.
I wish.
10%.
I wish.
10%.
3 of 79 last season were recovered.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go.
4%. 4%. You quote Dan Campbell, by the way. I'm quoting Dan. Quote, wanted the ball back. Bro, get your defense to do it. Which, by the way, your defense in the fourth quarter gave up nothing. 0 points. 0 points. I'm not sure how, quote, having faith in your defense means you set them up for failure again. Teams are not, guys, these players are on special teams for a reason. They don't turn their heads right before you kick off like, oh, I'm assuming he's going to kick it deep. They're all prepared for this, and you have a track record of doing it. So you don't think of the Eagles all off season. Now, if you catch a team off on a short week or 4, 5, 6, 7 games into the year, we're having a different conversation. Week 1, when all you've had to do is prepare for the Eagles and vice versa for them. You think they didn't expect a fake punt, a fake field goal, maybe an onside kick, depending on when the game and where it was? So frustrating. And to do that onside kick, not only with the odds of success being beyond pathetic to even consider it, all the analytic people, you set your defense up for failure. 1 first down, boom, they're in field goal range. They go down and get 7. All you do is what? You do nothing, actually. It was just another bonehead decision. And I'm not for it. And again, you're trying. We're trying to win the game. All this crap. I'm so tired of it. I'm already exhausted. And we're 1 game in. Not because it didn't work. Not because, if they recover the onside kick, nobody has an issue. No, it's not how life works.
No.
What were the chances? Last year, 4% of the onside kicks were recovered. That's the chance you took. Down 10 with all the momentum, by the way, because you had just scored to make it a 10-point game. And in the fourth quarter, your defense, the one that you, quote, had faith in, even though you put them in a horrible spot, they didn't give up a single point in the fourth quarter. They actually got to Jalen Hurts. They actually contained him. He wasn't able to bust off any big runs in the fourth quarter. Defense actually had a pretty good fourth quarter. And again, you're going into the fourth quarter now down 17 instead of down 10. And making the Eagles work to get downfield instead of, hey, we're already at midfield, we're going to score.
Right.
I am up to here with, I wanted the ball back. Really, Dan? No fucking shit, Dan. You wanted the ball back. No, you know what? Let me throw out the NFL 101. You want the ball. Yeah, no shit. Everybody wants the ball. How about you don't kick an onside kick with 3.5 minutes left? And now, did that singular decision cost them the game?
It didn't help.
I think it really hurt their chances because you were only down 10. You had momentum. And, Adam, the defense hadn't stopped Jalen Hurts up until then. What, so you just give him free yards? Just give him extra 40 yards to work with? That's what we're doing now?
Right. And especially because he said he trusted his defense before the half. He said, I took the timeout because I trust my defense to get the ball back. And then you kick an onside because you don't trust your defense. That's the problem I have, too.
Okay, you trust your defense before halftime, but they gave up 21 first half,
Yeah.
or excuse me,
24
21 second. No.
24 in the second.
What is it, 21 or 24?
24 points in the second.
24 second quarter points.
Yeah.
I have faith in my defense. Swear to God, I feel like I'm dealing with a child sometimes. When is it going to be about football? Making the best. Look, again, I'm not asking him to make rocket science decisions that are going to change the entire landscape of the game. I'm not asking him to innovate the game of football. All I'm asking is give your team and your players the best opportunity to win. That onside kick, I don't care how confident you were in your special teams, was never the play. That timeout, again, Baltimore last year, do we not learn? Like, how many times are you allowed to make the same mistake before I question you? How many, Jeff?
It's a good question because we've been questioning it even last year. So for us, this is Dan Campbell's MO. Like, it's different last year because you're going for onside kicks when you're 0-8 and teams aren't expecting it. Game 1 against Philly, they're expecting it. Like, they know this is Dan Campbell's MO. You know who Dan is. So I get it. It was unexpected, but you get the onside kick. Are you surprised? Like, for me, it's the decision-making and watching the game, especially as Lions fans. You're sitting at home, you're seeing this offense, and you see some of these decisions from Dan Campbell. Like, that was the biggest thing with Jim Caldwell. And I'm not comparing the two yet, but it was time management. It was decision-making, especially late in games. And Dan, I don't think, did a very good job of that last night. I get he trusts his players, but if you trust your players, then don't go for the onside kick. Trust your defense. Jeff Okudah played really well. I get A.J. Brown was tearing up the secondary, but still, you have to give them a chance. You're putting him in a compromising position already, and then you're surprised when they give up a score. And the only explanation, I think, and he didn't say this at the press conference, obviously I didn't expect him to, but if you didn't trust your defense and you figured, you know what, they're going to score regardless, might as well score in a quicker time so we can get the ball back.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. So
we're
that's
going to give
issue.
them free points just so, you know what, we need the ball so bad that we're going to give you free points.
Yeah, we're going to spot them.
I don't buy that at all.
No.
And in the presser, again, just compounding issues. Of quote, you know, I was really feeling this is the best part. I really felt like we were gonna get a turnover. You felt? The fuck, you're a coach. Your job is to put players in a position to make a play. Not I really had a feeling there in the third quarter. I thought we were gonna make a play. It was just only a matter of time. Zero turnovers. You forced 0. My goodness. Again. It's one game.
Right.
Not the end of the season.
This doesn't change my expectations.
But geez, can we please stop making the same mistakes? I have 18 games to work on you, Dan. 18 so far. That's all I know about you. And all I know so far is you're a 3-14-1 football coach, which, by the way, I'm trying to be very patient about because he had a horrible roster last year. And I don't think any coach walks into that team last year and puts on a 6-7 win season. I think that's baloney. So I'm really trying to be patient with this guy. I'm really trying to be patient. But can you just not go against conventional wisdom as if you're some fucking innovator and you know something about football that nobody else in the goddamn room knows? Please? What were you seeing that I wasn't? Explain to me. Please, God, somebody. Jesus would have kicked it off. Moses would have kicked it off. My mother would have had them kick off.
No one's going for
Dan
that.
Campbell. Dan Campbell. Onside kick. Let's do it. So tired of this. And again, not calling for this guy's job.
No.
He's fine.
No.
It's early. Again, they got Washington coming up, Minnesota, Seattle, New England. Dallas isn't going to have Dak Prescott for that matchup. You have games coming up that you have an opportunity to win, just like Philly. You had an opportunity, and you didn't take it. You have to take your opportunities in this league. I don't want to have to sit up here 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks from now talking about a 1-win football team. Please stop getting in your own way. You guys are much better than you were last year. DeAndre Swift healthy is a problem. Love it. Goff and the offense really looked sharp in the second half. That's what you expected out of them. The defense needs to clean it up, but I'm tired of the same old answers and the same old decisions. Come on. Don't make me have to come up here on a Monday and question your decisions. That's the worst thing in the world. And not because they don't work, but because they don't make sense. I have total faith in my defense. So on the 97% chance that this fails, I trust them to make a stop at midfield. And he hadn't stopped them all game. Boy, your idea of faith in your defense, I have more faith in my mother lining up at linebacker right now for this football team than your players. Pathetic. And Aaron Glenn's going to get a head coaching job, guys. We're so lucky here in Detroit. We got Ben Johnson. We got Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is going to get a job next year. I wouldn't hire Aaron Glenn if my fucking life depended on it. You kidding me? You had all offseason to prepare for this guy. You knew the threats he brought with his feet. You knew what he would do on the ground. You had a good game plan for Lamar. Nothing for Hurts. No discipline on the pass rush. No containment. Your team looks slow. And again, talent. They are less talented.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing defensively. I'm sure they game plan for Hurts, but it's different from game planning and actually having the ability to go out and execute because of your personnel. I just think I talked about it earlier. It's an inexperienced defense. A lot of guys have to learn. I mean, you could game plan, but seeing Aiden, Malcolm Rodriguez out there, I mean, they struggled, and expectedly so. So for me, it doesn't take away my expectations. I mean, despite we can question Dan Campbell's decisions, but it doesn't really change what I thought. I thought this team would still lose. I picked them to lose 31-24. They lost 38-35. Week 2, I have them beating Washington. Week 3, I have them losing to Minnesota. Like this, it doesn't change my expectations, but certainly on a Monday morning, we're expected to at least bring up these decisions. Like you have to, because I know Lions fans are sitting at home watching the game wondering why he was doing it. So again, I thought the Lions, they showed a lot of fight, but again, you showed it last year, but you still won 3 games. Like that's the issue I have. You can't keep losing these close games. You got to find a way to win. And I thought they made some mistakes that led up to them losing, but hope they got a week to correct it. And we'll see. It's about bouncing back. It's week 1. What do you look like week 2? Because if you look similar and some decisions are being made from Dan Campbell that we have to question, you're damn right we're going to question them. That's the reality of it. But it didn't take away too much. I mean, they were going up against the best offensive line in football. They struggled. Okay, expectedly so, against a very, very young defensive line. Offensive line looked actually pretty good against a very good Eagles defensive line. Jalen Hurts hurt them with his legs, as expected. We knew they'd struggle, especially with mobile quarterbacks. But just the fashion in which they lost, the decision-making, especially from a coaching decision, and Jared Goff as well, throwing a pick 6. There's a lot of things that a lot of dropped passes. Apparently, TJ ran the wrong route on that pick 6. Like, there was a lot of miscommunication. We'll blame it on week 1, but again, we're going to question these decisions Dan's making.